Hi everybody, it's Marcy, and it's day 6 of 12 Days of Digis 2020, and here's what I've got to work with today. So I have this page from Cara Brandon Creations, and I've got this page from elves. So be sure to check out their YouTube channels and Etsy shops, all listed below. And I don't know, this is the first one that's actually thrown me a little bit, because what I see is a lot of belly bands, which is fine, but I don't want to make just belly bands. And I've got, okay, so this is what I'm working with. I've got basically what look like belly bands and then some smaller ephemera. And all I have at this point is the beginnings of an idea. So there will be lots of pausing of this video while I stop and think and work. Okay, so what I want to start with is I've got this paper sack. And this is larger than like a Dollar Tree paper bag, although any size would work. This one is actually about 13¼ inches tall and 7 inches wide. So the first thing I want to do is, I'm fine with this flap. I want to come over here to this side and fold this flap over this way. And get that folded down. Okay, and then what I want to do is I'm actually going to trim off a little bit of my bag, because I want it to be able to be used in a couple of different ways. So now that I've got my end folded over, I'm going to use that as my measurement. You will get different measurements if you do it before you fold your end flap. But now that mine's folded, I'm going to use that as my mark, and I'm going to cut mine to 10 inches. Okay, so then I just have a little bit taken off, and then you'll notice the flaps are not the same size. This one on this side, when you fold it over, is a little narrower than the one on this side. And that, for what I'm planning, will not matter at all. And then I'm just going to try to fold that back so you can see. I'm going to fold into just, I don't want it right up to that inside crease. So just fold that in. Use my bone folder to be sure I've got good creases so it'll lay as flat as it can. And now the entire thing should be, yeah, just over 5 inches wide, about 5¼ maybe. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, and I'm not going to have you watch me do it, my flaps, I'm not going to glue them down at all yet, but I am going to come in on my side where my side gussets are, and I'm going to glue those down on both sides. And I'm going to go ahead and glue my top flap closed. Then, after I do that, for mine, I am going to, I know I keep turning it, I'm just going to use some music paper to cover this side, or this entire thing, and this one. So after I get that done, I will come back and we'll see what I'm going to do next. Okay, I got my paper bag covered. And I'm ready to start adding stuff to it. So first I'm going to start with this little piece from Dear Julie Julie. And a lot of the little ephemera pieces I've already put together and made, and I'm just going to, just to save some time, just gonna get them put in here so we can see how this looks. And I want that, this music paper is from a children's book, and so the notes are very big and the spaces between are very big, so I'm trying to get it lined up so it covers up some of the white space. Okay, so we'll take care of that in a moment. And here I used Julie's calendar and Cara Brandon's Santa image with a little lace and a little bling, just to make a little pocket. So we're going to put that down. Yeah, I've decided with this 12 days thing, and I know I'm halfway through it, but like these images, it took me a while to figure out how to use them all and make them all work together. And I don't want to make a video that's 2 hours long, so did some work ahead of time. Okay. So we'll fill that in a minute. And up here, okay, for this one, oh, that's right, okay. For this little front flap, I made a little pocket. This is Dear Julie Julie's, and then some Cara Brandon images, and this little, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and I just put it on top of some lace. So very simple. But you know how I am. I do everything pretty simple. Because, and I think the reason I do is because I actually like to look at, like, okay, what is that teeny tiny music? Oh, that's Jingle Bells. And I actually look at the stuff. I'm just, okay. So then we've got this and this. Okay, first I'm going to come back here and I'm going to go ahead and glue this back flat down. I'm going to put glue at the top and the bottom. And that will become a side tuck. I tell you what, those little bling beads right there are going to drive me nuts. Should have put that on last. Okay. Just because I keep feeling a bump. Now, here's what I've done. I've got Cara Brandon's. I'm going to call it what she called a belly band. But I'm not going to use it as a belly band. It's going to fill this space. And I actually love the way these came out. So I ran lace up and 3 buttons. And then both of these are Cara Brandon images. And I'm just going to glue that on my little side tuck. You'll see here in a minute, buttons was kind of a theme for today's project. And I know a lot of people are making this as a journal from the get-go. I will be putting all of mine into a journal, but I'm taking each day piece by piece and just saying, okay, let's make ephemera today. And then I will put them all in a journal when we're done. Okay, I like that. All right, so this one, well, obviously I've got a pocket here, so I'm not gonna this one will become a closure, but it's the same premise. We've got the red, Cara Brandon's red belly band, Dear Julie, Julie Santa, Cara Brandon's Yuletide Joys, and this time we've got 3 red buttons and we still have the lace going up the center. I really like the way these came out though. All right. So there's that. Now, I have a little tag that can use the Dear Julie, Julie, this image, and just made a little tag to go in here. This most likely will have stuff added to it as when I go to make the journal. I'm just going to put this little tag that I made. This is also a Dear Julie, Julie image. I'm going to put it right in there for now. And then I've got this little notepad, and I wish I could take credit for this, but I actually watched Roxy Creations. Is that right? Is that who I watched? Yes, Rachel at Roxy Creations. And I watched one of her videos, I think it was just last night, and she made a little notepad like this, where she just stacked random papers up, stapled it, and then made a little flap. But she put it through the belly band and she said it was actually easier to slide through this way. I haven't tried it the other way, and I don't think mine is so thick that it would matter. But then that just sits, the top of it just sits over the belly band and right on the belly band. I actually put my belly band a little bit low. So I may need to I may need to reattach that and actually just have it sit on the belly band like this. But just because I put my belly band a little low. But then whenever it's completely done, this can close like this. This will close over it. Oh, postcard. Dear Julie, Julie postcard to put in the back. So that's my day, what day are we on? Day 6? Day 6 project. My favorite parts are the belly bands. But I think this will be fun because this could either be a standalone kind of thing, just tie something around it, or you could put it, obviously tuck it into a large pocket in a journal. I think it might also be kind of fun and interesting to try to close it in the center of a signature. I'd have to think about how I would do the closure on it. But anyway, so I think that'll be a fun addition to the journal. And like I said, I can add more to it later. But that's what I've got for now using day 6. So until next time, everyone, please be safe, stay healthy, happy crafting, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.